Let's get that on there. So we're sharing. I'm just going to mute my mic, I think, and just sit and wait because stuff's moving. But we had some news this morning with Brexit, and that kind of just put a spanner in the works for me. And gold made a really decent move up, well over 100 pips. So that was a decent move for some profit. I'm seeing some people took some profit on gold. I'm seeing some people didn't take any profit on gold. I'm confused as to what are you looking for on a move 1,000 pips before you take profit. It doesn't make sense. I can understand in some respects that if you're trading only with 0.01 or the bare minimum on a position, that it's really hard to justify when to take some profit. But allowing price to go up 100 plus pips and then to come all the way back down to your entry, that's not how to trade. That's pretty inexcusable. And I can appreciate that somebody may say, well, if I was trading with a real account of X amount, that they might then say, oh yeah, I'll take profit. I would take profit. Or I would take some off the table. Yeah, I get that. Michael Schumacher's son is going to race. Mick Schumacher is going to race in Formula 1 next year. Hey guys. Yeah, no, right. Yeah. Well, Hamilton has set new records, so yeah.
Yeah. That'll be interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Look, we're trying to get a move down here. It's trying to punch down. Pound pairs are trying to move down. See, we're breaking out here. Might have to get on this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take something off this. See if we can get something. Hopefully, it doesn't just piss about. We will see. Come on, push it, push it, push it. That's what I'm talking about. A bit more of a nudge. Come on, a bit more. Yeah, that'll do. Some little scalps there on pound dollar and pound yen. A couple of little short scalps. I can't justify taking some trades just yet, like holding for bigger moves. But I'll put small positions on and just see how it all pans out. But we've got an inside candle on the daily on the pound. So it needs to really it just needs to push a little bit more. Just needs to take out today's low, which it's trying to do. Or yesterday's low, I should say, not today's. That was, what was that? It was 13. Is it 13 or 15? It's going to have a go. Good. Nice. There it is. I've been saying short on pound pairs all day.
Yeah, I just got a nice move on Tunisia.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys have been taking something off there.
Yeah, sure. Still going on.
Good, yeah, it's alright. It's going to test the lows. Good, good, good. All right. Slowly chipping away, racking up some profit as we go. It's all a little bit rough around the edges, though. To be fair, it's nothing great. I guess it was just a case of putting some positions on holding. I mean, for me, I need to just see a bit more confirmation, which is now what we are trying to do as the US traders come in. I popped out, so all the stores are open, loads of shops, everything busy, packed everywhere. It's like everyone's starting to do their Christmas shopping as of now, if you haven't already done it online. Hey John, how are you? Welcome. Let me just double check that with pound dollar. $15.8. $15.8. Both tested the low pretty much perfect. You need it to break. I mean, it's looking like it wants to have a go now, doesn't it? It's starting to gather some pace here. Let's have a look at this for a sell-off. Oh, pound yen down to 30. Okay. Pound yen for another 10 pips or so. Let's get it down to about 30 something. Yeah, that'll do. Bit more. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay, I've bagged about a quarter of a percent. How you guys getting on? Can you hear me okay? Can everyone hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. All good.
Good.
So then, GG, please stay on your stuff.
John, if you can hear me, I've just sent you a direct private message as well, just checking sound with you. Just did a little bit extra just then, shorting the pound yen down to the 76.4, down into 30, so yeah, took some profit there. Excellent. Was on the sell on GJ. Are we? Oh, good. Okay. Oh, that's good. Somebody bagged 134 pips on gold while he was asleep. Well, I took some profit off the pound dollar and off pound yen. I decided to show these two charts, these two pairs today. I've got on my other screen the Dow and gold. Just seeing how they are correlating, and we had the divergence on gold set up on the 1 hour, so that's just come off that quite nicely. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that, to be fair. Don't think we need to do anything else. The only way pound will go up is if we hear some positives coming out of the Brexit meetings today, which will, see it skyrocket back up, and it can happen. We've been seeing that over the last few months. Somebody one day or in the morning will say, a spokesman, or like today we had Barnier, who is the head of this negotiation talks for the EU side. They've come to the UK. He's here, and this morning he said, didn't he, that we're not getting anywhere. It looks like we're not going to have a deal, and so pound pairs sold off. I've been saying that we've had a bullish bias on pound for the last few months, and so we've only been looking to buy the dip. But appreciate today's not one of those days because of the comments. So you have to always take into consideration the fundamentals, and a lot of the time traders, retail traders in particular, they just don't really understand the whole fundamentals. They think it's all about the numbers and figures, and immediately their thoughts go to looking at something like the non-farm payroll and seeing how those numbers affect the stock markets, which is fine. That's their fundamentals. But the other aspect of the fundamentals are things like when there's things going on with Brexit, for example. It's a big deal and will affect the sentiment on pound pairs. And so if you are trading the pound pairs, you have to as a trader do your due diligence as a trader and see what it's all about. Go and investigate. It makes me smile when I see traders on Instagram, for example. They do those Q&A type. There's Q&As, and somebody will ask, what sort of a trader are you? Are you fundamental? Are you technical? And they say, oh yeah, no, I'm technical, and I'm all about price action. And I'm like, that's great, but does that mean that you don't pay attention? Because like today, people were immediately, I was seeing out there in forums and groups, immediately seeing people saying, okay, we've had a bit of a push down on the pound, and because we've been seeing pushes to the downside over the last few weeks, etc., the common practice has been almost to just get in and start buying it back up. So I was saying, well, maybe not today. So I'm pretty certain somebody who went long on pound dollar today and had a 2% risk. Let's just see what where was their stop loss? Their entry. Somebody went long at 133.50 and put their stop loss at 133.20 roughly, risking 2%, so 30 pips, 2% risk. Looking for a 1 to 5 risk to reward. I think traders, retail traders, put too much emphasis and onus on the risk to reward as well. They're so committed to the risk to reward that sometimes they don't take profit. Somebody's just taking a gold trade, and he was up over 100 pips, and guess how much he took? Nothing. He got stopped out at break even. How do you allow something like that to happen? So just goes back to what we've been saying over the last few weeks. Common sense. There's a lot of common sense that just, I don't know. I think people spend too much time looking at charts that they forget common sense. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Let's look at the bigger picture. So we've had a nice 764 move down on pound yen, based on the range since yesterday to today. So that was nice. That was a nice trade. Clearly, if it breaks, it likes the 30 number. If it breaks 139.31, if it breaks this 764, so that's a big deal. Then we'll just look for extension levels. We'll look for a proper sell-off, but mindful that somebody from these talks, whether it's from the British side or the European side, comes out and says, "Oh yeah, we're making progress," and then you'll see this just reverse and spike up. So you approach these pound pairs with a good level of caution, and maybe just be safe, reduce your risk. I mean, I've been risking 0.5% or less. Right, good. So pound dollar. Technically, pound dollar's doing well. Pound yen is going strong to the downside. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Does anyone want to look at anything? Anyone have any targets on these pound pairs if you're trading them still, or have you taken profit? How's it all going for everybody? This is what gold looks like on the 1 hour. Divergence. Can you guys actually see and see my chart? Can you see my gold chart?
Yeah.
Okay. It just says your screen sharing is paused. Okay, cool. So you see it went up here. It was a really nice move, well over 100 pips depending on your entry. Broke above the 200 1 hour EMA, which does give it a bullish bias. Also breaking out of previous structure, taking out previous structure to your left, which was 18, gives it bullish bias. But so expect an impulsive move, a bit of a correction, pullback, and with divergence, this is your first leg. Take some profit. Pulls back here. We'll see how it plays out with this. Clearly, if it breaks back down through support, then it's bearish, and we're just going to short it all the way back down for a hard sell down to maybe 1760s, maybe even lower. Because if you think about it, it's made a really nice move up, and is a really nice place to start shorting it. If you're looking for shorts on gold. And we have these inside candles as well. The first hour was just an inside candle, and I just wanted to see it take out previous hour candle, and it did that. So just sitting on that 8 period EMA, and this is a 1 hour chart, so we'll use the 1 hour for intraday purposes. So we'll just see how we get on with all of this, but it looks good. But yeah, my bias is a bit mixed now with gold. I'm not interested at the minute. I'm not interested to just get in on this. This is in no man's land. Certainly for divergence, and as part of my divergence strategy, that's perfect. So to short it from 30 with a stop maybe at around 33 would have been ideal. Would have already given us 100 pips back down, which was a lot quicker going down than it has been going up. We did have this doji on the 1 hour that did make us question how much it would actually have left in the tank to get up, but we did see a nice push up. So everything's set up really, really well here for a decent pullback. But as I say, we do have support. But I can see this maybe dropping another 50 pips down to 18, 19, something like that. Did a whole break and retest kind of move, so break up, pull back, retest where it broke out from, and then continue long. That could be the play. At the minute here, sitting in the 20s, it's in no man's land, gold. So yeah, I'll just leave that alone. Anyone in anything? Anyone trading anything? Anyone want to look at anything? I think it's time for maybe a cup of tea or something.
Not right now, but
As long as
the paper clip on USD ZAR.
oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
One of those exotic pairs.
yeah. It's the only one I really like. I feel like the other ones are too aggressive. I feel like US.
Which currency pair is the ZAR? Or which currency is the
South
ZAR?
African one.
Is that the South African rand? Yeah, I wasn't sure because the Z throws me every time. Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. Are there any fundamental elements to your trading? Maybe to as to why you're looking at trading this particular pair.
Really, no. I guess this is just what I started trading out. This is like what
Okay,
beginning of my trading, and I just kind of liked the way it moved from there. So I just always kind of kept it in my watch list of pairs to trade.
okay,
And it moves quite similar to the DXY,
okay. Oh,
to
just gonna.
the dollar index.
I'm listening. I'm just gonna take a phone call. Sorry, guys.
Problem.
Hey, how you doing? All right.
Yeah, it's been creating
Maybe we can go this afternoon when we pick Aston up.
a while. I thought I was just at price 15,205.79. So if you would have seen the price come back there and touch it again, you could be taking a buy from
I've started work now, and I'm just doing some bits, and I'm live as well. I've got people in.
at least the next couple of
I'm on a Zoom call. I've got some people in the room at the moment. 10 of us at the minute. More people will come and join us, but we're doing a live session. Yeah, we're just doing some trading at the minute, and I think see how the next few hours go. I'll look to finish, and then maybe take Aston as well. We could take him. No, but he will when we take him to see some trainers and stuff. What I'll do is, if you go Top Shop, drop you there. You have a little walk around Top Shop. I'll take him round to the sports shop, Sports Direct, round the corner, and he can have a look at some trainers and pick some out and try them on. And then I can call you or whatever, and then that's it done. And then we'll leave there, come pick you up, and you can go and buy them or something. Or I'll just say to the lady, put them aside, and you can pick them up later or tomorrow. Whatever. We'll work it out. But it'd be good.
I can buy them. What about you?
Sorry?
You say I can buy them. What about you?
Did we not talk about this like yesterday? You said you were going to buy him his trainers. So I said, okay, you buy him his trainers, and we'll get him his games console, his Nintendo.
See, tolerant.
Is that okay, or is that no good? Yeah. Okay, let's have a look here. Right, so hello Betty, welcome. Nice to see you again. Steve Ho,
Yes.
how you doing, Steve? All good? Tony, good to see you again, mate. Ubi, how you getting on? Have you done anything? Taken any trades yesterday or today so far? John, what do you trade, John? Have you been doing much trading? Hello, Julian. Uh, how are you getting on with your trading? Anyone want to look at anything in particular? John, yeah, what are we looking at? You can move things around on the screen, or write things down. I think this is the euro dollar, which obviously we had all this consolidation, and then when it used the 61.8 for a bit of support, we said we were looking at $1.21 because that's around the 76.4, the red line. Just made good sense, and it has been doing that. It's done exactly what we've said. This is the pound yen, which is really nice. I really like this. Perfect price action. Tapped the 76.4. Tapped it and just fell away. So that's why we've been keen to short it. Wow, gold is having a go. Should have looked at that. What about Aussie yen? Oh, you're new to this. Oh, okay, fantastic. Where are you based? You're not John from Bristol way, are you? Are you?
No, I'm from New York.
Oh, New York. Oh, fantastic. Oh, good morning. Wow, you're up early. That's commitment. That's what we like to see. Guys waking up early. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Let's have a look. Aussie yen. Somebody spoke about Aussie yen this morning as well. Funny enough. Let's change the Swiss. We're getting some movement. We are getting some movement on pound pairs. Let's see how the yen pairs are playing out as well. Aussie yen is a good one when you trade Aussie. So if you're going with the Aussie dollar, or if you're taking a yen trade, a yen related trade, then that's often a good pair to take alongside. And it tends to go from like the round numbers, which it's at now at 77, to maybe 76.50 or up to 77.50. It does things like that, 50 pip increments. Quite nice. It's quite a nice mover in that respect. I seldom trade it solo. I tend to trade it if it's moving with the Aussie or the yen. Wow, we've seen some movement on the stock markets as well. They're pushing down. There's a lot of bearish price action. What are your thoughts on Aussie yen?
Because we're at a trend line. Like I'm like coming from retail trading, and I know the fundamentals, but I think that I mean, if we break this trend line, which it looks like it's happening, I think we can keep going down. I did draw Fibonacci and it did pass the golden zone, it just kept going, and right now we're at the
Yeah. What were you thinking? Bullish bias.
I'm actually confused.
That's okay. Just take your time. Have a little look.
What do you think?
Well, yeah. As I said, I mean, I would look at it. I'd look at something like the dollar yen and other yen related pairs just to see how they are moving, and then look at this one as an additional bolt on. So if I was trading Aussie related pairs or yen pairs, I'd maybe look at the Aussie dollar, and then maybe like I did just now with pound, I took a short on the pound dollar and the pound yen because, well, they've both been moving together, and I'm looking at all the pound pairs, so I thought I'd select two of the ones that I tend to look at and trade them in unison, and therefore maybe try and make some quick profit by just allowing price to move, half the distance but double the pips. So that's what I would do with the Aussie yen. I tend not to just trade it on its own. But in saying that, so that's my thinking. But I mean, if we try and find, because it does tend to do all this range bound price action as well. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So I'm gonna. Just scrunch it up and just look at the higher time. Oh, didn't want to do that. Look at the higher time frames as well. Just see what they're doing. I think the money's currently at on the pound pairs, or has been on the pound pairs. I think gold's been moving well up and down. Yeah, as for all these other pairs, they're not on my radar, on my watch list for today. See, this is bullish. It's trying to break up and break out, but it's testing that high. If it fails here, so keep an eye out for Aussie and yen to see what they do. If it all fails and comes tumbling down, might be worth taking some shorts. Somebody was saying about look at the Aussie dollar and saying how it's moving. Alright, just taking some profit off the Dow as well, because that just broke. Just did a small little scalp off that. Let's just pull back. Let's zoom into this range. What were you thinking? Were you thinking of shorting it? It's testing that 76.4 for me. That's a big deal. That's a big area. Tested it and rejected it. Kind of hit the wall there. So that's kind of cool. That's encouraging. If you want to look for some short position taking, maybe today, stroke into tomorrow. See how that works. Let's see. So I was just looking at this, the Dow. The Dow was making a nice move. I was just shorting that. Just been making sure I took a little bit off that. Just been doing little bits and pieces. It adds up, I guess. But yeah, I haven't committed to anything, not yet. But yeah, I mean, this is nice. I really like the setup on it. I like the potential for this to be oh wow, look at the Dow, that's fallen off a cliff. like the idea of this, being. Oh, jeez. That's a nice move. Yeah, I think drill down. Let's drill down to the smaller time frames on Aussie yen. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's a nice rejection, isn't it? On the 4 hour, perfect. In fact. I think we're going to go to 600 on the Dow. If we get a little pullback, there might be another opportunity to short it. Let's pull up the Dow. Yeah, I'm just going to mute my mic and just see what else is going on. There's some movement now that the US traders are coming in. That's good. Yeah, 10k. Yeah, so that was good. That was nice. I just nicked some points, some ticks off the Dow. That was sweet. I'm trading at about. I'm floating at around point 0.3. Gold is doing what we thought it might do. Divergence to a T. That was perfect. Divergent strategy. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's so on gold too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. That's what we want. We want to see some pop and fizz and snap, cackle and pop and whatever. Yeah, I came in this morning.
Real, I'm just flipping through all the charts.
That's okay. I came in this morning to trade the London Open, and at 8 o'clock London time is when the markets open, the cash open, the stock markets. And at about 7:58, 59, we had some reports come out from Barnier talk about, it doesn't look good for the deal with Brexit, and may still walk away with having no deal on the table, and that just sent the pound down and just really messed up everything, because I had everything set thinking, okay, we're going to trade this open, we'll get some movement perhaps on the indices, and we'll just see if we can make some quick money, and it just didn't happen. But yeah, gold has proven to be decent, and that has just done a really good move up, and there's now testing the underside, well, the upside, not the underside, the top side of. Let's have a look at this of the previous structure. They're 18. If we just zoom in on this a little bit and have a little look, I would love this to play out like this and just resume to the downside again. And it looks like it wants to do that. It really does. It's solid. Strong sell-off. The sell-off's a lot faster than when it went up. It's crept up and it's given it all back. I can't believe people are still holding longs and gold and they haven't cashed out any profit. It's just mad. Absolutely mad. I know, right? You were dreaming gold.
Yeah, man, I woke up to 144 pips. And my USD CAD buys are right at break even, and I just put some buys on USD CHF.
Oh yeah, okay. Let's have a closer look at now. Gold has done what we thought it would do. It's completed the first leg of the move down. My interest with this is how it's going to react at this level. Maybe expect a bit of a bounce up, but then after that, will it just go all the way back up, or will it stay bearish and actually break this and start looking for a sell-off back down to like 1800s, maybe even lower? So it's time to plot some fibs on this bit of price action right here and just focus on this move.
I have a sell set from 1827, and my first target is 1805.
Oh, did you get triggered in then? You got filled. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Wow, I mean, this is, wow, okay, great. Taking out some stops here. Bit of a spike down. No nonsense. Look at that. What a great trade. Shorting gold. I should have shorted it. I really wanted to short it. I was looking for a long this morning, thinking, okay, let's see if we can get some longs, but that didn't really happen, and it didn't really give me the desired price action. But then the shorting setup was far sweeter, and it just sold off a lot nicer, a lot quicker. It's like less than an hour, job done. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, all right, Tony, take care. Steve Ho, how are you? How's your trading? How is it all going for you? And what about Raven? Hi Raven, how's your trading? Shall we take a look at anything that you would like us to explore? Any questions? I'm going to move this out of the way because this is in my way. This chart is actually... let's drill down actually to a smaller time frame. There we go. That's really good. I like that. Okay, let's leave it on the, what's that, 1 hour? Yeah, let's leave it on the 1 hour. Okay.
Expecting the Dow to keep selling?
No, not sure about the Dows yet. I think we took some off that now. It was in a downtrend, and so we just jumped on that. We had a bit of a downtrend today on pound pair, so we took some off that. Gold's eluded me at the minute. I've not been able to go long or short on that. It's done some good movements, and it's respecting price action. But all this up down kind of yo-yo price action, it's either commit to one side and take it long or short, or do nothing, I guess. And I've done nothing. But to be fair, I've got 0.3%. I've gained 0.3%. So if I could have 0.5% today, that'd be great. It'd be amazing if we could do 0.5%. 0.5% to 1% a day would be a good day. So we'll see. We still have some time. So I don't want to rush. I just want to pick my battles. It's nice to see when the US traders come online. You get some action like this. You get some movement. It's good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've been watching USDC. It's just like
Yeah, I mean, when I say America, I'm talking about North America as a whole, because you're all coming online from all different parts. It's a big land mass, isn't it? Spanning all the way, even down in Mexico and places like that, and south of the border of America, you've got all the South American countries. There are traders down there as well. So it all comes online. And what have we got? We've got hundreds of millions of people in America alone. Not all traders, of course. And then you have Canada, and it's just, yeah. So you do notice when stuff happens, when the banks come online over there and the traders start doing stuff, and you see activity happening, because you see stuff just wakes up a little bit. So we had the first leg down this morning with the pound. They've come in and they didn't reverse it. They took it back. They took it down as well, because they read the news and thought, okay, Brexit's not going so well over that part of the world. Yeah, things are not clear. So let's short pound. No questions as of yet. Okay, mate. Got the gold this morning and got out for 1%. Now taking a break, walking the dog, listening to your Zoom call. Oh, that's really good, you know. See, that's what it should be about. If you can just really focus on that aspect of your trading, the 80% of your trading should be allocated to self-development, self-improvement, psychology, back testing your strategy, making sure it's watertight, tweaks, adjustments, whatever. And of course, family time, downtime, the work-life balance, being firmly about life and less about work. The actual trading, sat staring at charts, putting trades on, got to trade, that should account for nothing, 20% or less. Not the other way around. And this is the message that we've been saying over the last week or so in particular. It's clear to see that some traders, especially new traders, they're still learning, so they do invariably end up spending a lot of time in front of their charts. But that's cool if you're genuinely back testing things, but not physically just putting trades on, trade after trade after trade. You're over trading. You just, you're not learning. You're not taking any time out for yourself. You may as well get a full-time job, because you're just working as hard. It's not productive, is it? It's not productive. So it's nice to see when people do that. So no questions as of yet. First day on. Oh, okay. On this live, yeah. Just started a journey. Ooh, journey. Oh, a journey log from my trades yesterday after watching Chris's YouTube. Just listening, taking everything in. Okay, yeah, that's all right, isn't it? Yeah, you need to have a journal, a trade journal. Let's have a look at my trade journal. Where's my trade journal? I think I posted it in with my signals and analysis in my group there. Oh, here we go. Yeah, got it there. Like if I just chuck that over here and make that bigger. So this is for November. So November was decent. November was the best month that I've had this year. It was solid. Just a splash of red. Just yeah, just for decorative purposes, I think, more than anything. So that was a 1% loss on a gold trade, but then we completely milked the short on gold and did all right with that. We had monthly. We took 28 trades last month, and we made over 60%. which is phenomenal. And people think, how can you make that sort of return? And it was just because of everything that was going on with vaccine and the announcements that just caused volume, didn't it? Pretty much like the start of the year. So at the start of the year, when we had the sell-off due to the pandemic outbreak back in February, March, and we started seeing some ferocious selling, I was just predominantly shorting the indices, like the US stock markets, the Dow Jones in particular. And I remember on one day I made 10%, and we just had, like, over a 4 to 5 week period, we made 50% on our funds. So yeah, I mean, that set us up for the year, like I said. And then just months like this, it's been an exceptional year because of everything that's going on. See, other people's misfortune presents opportunities. So I take it humbly and say thank you and feel blessed. I wouldn't, yeah. But yeah, there you go. So there, that trade journal. Leave a nice large section for your comments and for your feelings and what's going on, and include things like how many trades you've taken. You can put how many pips. I do just for show, but it's more about percentage. Focus on percentages. If you can appreciate you're going to be trading with a large pot, or if you do one of these fund prop firm challenges, you get access to money that you can trade, then you want to be focusing on the percentage gain. So if you're risking 0.5% to make 1%, 1 to 2 ratio, risk to reward ratio, stuff like that. That's where you need to be. That's the thinking. That's the structure. So that was my last. That was for last month. Predominantly on gold. Made a lot on gold, and had the second week was when we had the COVID announcement with the vaccine. So we took longs on the pound dollar. We were short on pound New Zealand, but yeah, the Dow came into play a lot. That was good. So yeah, that's it really. That's where we're at. And then we've done analysis. So that was pound yesterday. I just cashed out of the pound move yesterday. We took it yesterday afternoon during the live session, and then it just about half an hour or so later it exploded. It was really nice. We've been looking at taking longs on pound pairs. Was looking for 135 on the pound dollar, but it stalled at around 134.40. I don't think we're going to see past that now unless they come up with unless the deal is struck. If the deal is struck, then the pound will rally and it will smash on up. Not only that, we'll potentially look for retests of the referendum highs going back to 2016, when we shorted it back then from 144, so the 140s. Gold.
Supposed to be
Yeah.
the whole month, or how is that supposed to go?
What's that? What negotiations?
Like
I don't know.
and things.
Don't know. They keep changing it. It's been going on for 4 years. So every time they say there's a deadline, the deadline passes, and they move the goalposts again, and they just set a new deadline. So I don't know. Take it with a pinch of salt. But they did sort of insinuate that it's close. That we're getting close now. They've been hashing out bits and pieces, and they've got a few things that they need to talk about and agree upon. One of them is where are the boundaries where people can fish, where the fishermen can fish. So like the French fishermen, stuff like that. There's stuff like that going on at the moment, which they can't seem to agree on. But gold, if you look at it, yeah, go on.
What's on your chart now?
What this here now? Is it not clear? Can you not see it?
No, I mean, is it just
It's just gold. It was my gold chart this morning when I was looking on my phone about 6:30 this morning, because I didn't put my charts on. Yeah.
CFD
Yeah, no, it's all the same, unless you're looking at futures pricing. But yeah, otherwise it's Yeah, it's all right. It's all good. Gold, I think I highlighted gold. The reason I wanted to show you that is because we pulled back 50% of the last major swing high and low, and this sell-off here was from the pandemic, when you had the hedge funds taking profit to balance their books because they were sustaining losses. We talk about that every day, but it's good to know how the fundamentals affect everything and play a big part. Because people were saying, well, gold is a safe haven, why isn't it going up? And it tanked and dropped like 2,000 pips, more than 2,000 pips in a couple of weeks, and then it was bought back up, and then we went and tested the highs and made a record high, and the high at 1921 had stood for about 10 years, and that was when we traded the last recession. I was trading then. I was still fairly new to trading then, but we were trading. It was quite interesting to trade a recession. Yeah, so that was good. So we've got we have here 50 a weekly. It's a weekly chart. So this is a 50 exponential moving average, 50 periods. A 50 EMA, bounce off that. Previous structure, bounce off that. 50% fib, bounce off that. 3 confluences. Gold has bounced off, acknowledged and respected. So it was understandable that it was going to bounce and acknowledge a bit of buying there. So that's cool. We're just looking now in terms of, well, how much more buying is there going to be? Are we going to see a bigger move? Are we going to see a big buy up to maybe 1840, 1865? Or is this it? We're going to see another drop back down. So it remains to be seen. Gold is not... Gold is good when you get these moves. Get in, make your money, get out again. Gold is not good for holding though, because we haven't got clarity. Anyone who thinks that gold's just going to go up to 2,000 again, well, I mean, it's possible, but how many months is that going to take, or how many weeks? We'll see. We'll see if December provides this as being a pullback and provides the momentum to then go and retest $2,000 and higher on gold. Last December we had a rally on it, so we may see another one. Historically.
You know how people
Yeah.
Isn't the best month for trading, but with everything going on in the world and things.
Well, who said it's not the best month for trading? It's funny when people say things like that. Some people are like, oh, can't do this. So I'm sitting there making money, and I'm like thinking, okay, just what's your problem? Yeah, just.
That's I stand by. I don't see that the charts and markets aren't about to stop moving.
They may tail off. The last 2 weeks of Christmas, Christmas, New Year, understandable. Do you really want to be sitting looking at charts and trading? Or do you want to be sitting and drinking and eating and just relaxing and with family as best as, and I don't know, just trying to enjoy the festive spirit of the occasion? It doesn't even matter what religion you are or anything really. There's always, I don't know, there's always Christmas for some reason that tends to spread far and wide globally, doesn't it, and influence even people that are Buddhists, and it's just interesting. You might get caught up in the whole driving around and seeing people putting their decorations up and having Christmas lights outside their house, and there's stuff going on. But I guess it does depend where you are in the world. But I think the majority of the world tends to just slow right down, and so you'll see it reflected in the markets as well. That's my point, I guess. So yeah, it's nice to take a few weeks out and just chill. So yeah, this is nice. This is the pound dollar. This is a pound dollar. Done a little extension up to that 127. Broke 134. Really nice price action. That you couldn't ask for better. A perfect double top. Just what you needed. Somebody from the EU to say, "Oh, we're not sure about Brexit. We're not sure we're going to have a deal. Might just walk away from this with no deal." And that was the catalyst that started the reversal. So yeah, it's quite good. And then what we were saying here is we were analysing pound, and we were saying, okay, let's see what sort of a retracement we get back up. But I'm adamant about, if it fails, start shorting it and break down. So that's why you use your smaller time frames to gauge this initial move, because you see it, and the problem with a new trade is that it might chase the price and end up shorting it here, then it starts retracing and they start sweating, and if their stop is ridiculous, they'll end up getting stopped out for a loss. And if they don't know what they're doing, they'll end up jumping in here, get stopped out, jump in here, get stopped out, keep jumping impatiently, because they're just impatient. And then eventually you see it go down, and they might make some money, but will they claw back all their losses? I don't know, but it can get quite messy. So get the first impulsive move, then we need to kind of sit and understand that fundamentally, is this going to see a bit of a pullback for a bigger move down? And just that's it really. What else we looking at? Oh, gold we were looking at this morning. We have a trend line, that's what I wanted to share. The trend line at 1840 and a 38.2 of this huge move. So a 4-hour trend line. That trend line up here is a weekly one. I've changed it now, labelled it weekly. This one is the 4-hour. So it's a bit of a confluence area, a bit of a resistance area at around 1841 to be precise on gold. So now we've dipped down to retest previous structure and we're bouncing off that. We may well just see the continuation long on gold after a nice little wash and rinse to the downside. So again, look at larger time frames. Anchor chart should be your daily, your 4-hour. What are they telling you? Are they telling you it's bearish? No, they're telling you it's still bullish. But we did encounter some resistance, and so we did look to take some profit. So again, that's where subjective trading, trading is subjective. You make money going long and short. It's just about being sure what your strategy is and what your trade plan is, and following it and trusting the process as well. So yeah, anything else you guys want to look at? We've covered gold today. Gold and the pound pairs are on my watch list, so that we can talk about these all day long. But anything else you guys want to explore? That I was highlighting technically, that's interesting. An inside daily candle setting up. So I was thinking this might take out yesterday's candle, and this is the pound dollar cable. It's known as cable, right? You guys know that, don't you? The nickname for pound dollar is cable. The reason? Because, you used to have cables. Well, you still have cables that run the Atlantic along the seabed from the UK to America. That's how they used to send their telegrams, right? Now we use Telegram as an app to share what we do. But yeah, so that's why it's nicknamed cable. Okay, multi-time frame analysis here on gold. So we came up here, we had a doji on the 1 hour. So it needed a good pump. We did get that pump up, which was great, and it did stretch up to 32, 33 area where we have a 127 extension, and we do have divergence, and now you see it's come back down. But yeah, you see we broke above the 200 period moving average, 200 EMA on the daily. That's a powerful EMA, exponential moving average, powerful key indicator in terms of support and resistance. It's like a fib when you start looking at higher time frames like the daily. So you want to see really how it reacts on this at this level. If it can close, if the body of the daily candle can close above, it may provide a bit more of momentum to the upside, a bit more of a bullish sentiment, give gold a chance to go up. But we'll see if it closes below and we just have the wick that's left up there and we just have the body close below, then tomorrow it might just tank, if it doesn't already do that today. So again, we need to just be patient and see how that plays out. On a 4 hour, we have scope and potential to get up to retrace, like I showed you, up to 1840. So gold's giving mixed messages. It's range bound. It's given some opportunities to go long and short on it. So if you've taken some profit, long or short, be thankful and maybe sit in your hands now and wait for the next play. Euro dollar, we've just been saying long up to the 76.4, 121. $1.21. That's a no-brainer. I even posted 5 reasons. Somebody wrote something as to why they thought euro dollar was bullish. The reasons, they give 5 reasons. I didn't read it, to be fair, but I thought we shared it. We thought it might be something in our in the chat group here. Let's have a look at it. Let's scroll up here. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Yeah. Oh yeah, look. This is the news with. Someone was asking about what they thought about Trump, and I said, well, he's close ally and his buddy, the U.S. Attorney General, says he finds no voter fraud to overturn that could overturn the election. So that's a bit of a blow to Trump, because this is Trump's ally. He's with him, but he's done his job and he's not siding with Trump. And then they had a meeting, private meeting yesterday, which I thought was quite interesting. What's this? Somebody's trading. That's not bad. Someone's trading. Done some good little trades here. That's quite nice. Jacob. He's doing well, Jacob. Take your time, no rush, you will get it eventually. What are you talking about there, D-Rock? Let's get this out of the way anyway. Let's get this out of the way. I want to focus on these pound pairs. Just giving up some more money. Pound yen in particular. So we've literally done a break and a retest on pound yen. It broke the 139.50 area, and it's pushing back down. So let's get rid of that now. Get rid of these fibs on the smaller. This was a 5-minute time frame. Let's see if pound yen can break and break that 30 number. It likes the 30 number. Get rid of that. We have news as well in 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes. We have some American news. See what happens with the American news. ADP non-farm employment change. So when you do your analysis, do your top-down analysis. So, i.e., in other words, look at the higher time frames, daily, weekly, monthly, and then start drilling down to the 4-hour and the 1 hour, and start looking at potential setups and potential plays. Plot them on your chart and say, if it does this, I'd like to then go long or go short. If it looks like it's going to do what you think it's going to do, and that's forward testing, isn't it? Because you're making assumptions and you're speculating on these markets doing certain things that you think it might do, and just go with your gut instinct and just go with what you think, but use your higher time frame analysis. Forget what you see on a 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute. That's just noise and distracting, and that's just to help you maybe look for an entry. But you can be very reactive to what you see happen on those small time frames. Can cause you to jump in and jump out of the markets. So best to have a plan devised, or strategy or something, a trade plan, an idea, born out of these higher time frame analysis, so looking at the high charts, etc. I use them just to gauge what's going on with the price action on a smaller time frame, just to like to see what's going on minute by minute, etc. Also, gold is doing some mad swings right now, all the way back up. It's gone down and given it all back. Amazing. And that's the news at 1:15. So there's the news. Okay. Can I buy pound dollar? Oh, no. Does anyone want to explain why we're not buying the pound today? Don't make me say it all over again. I've recorded it. It's been recorded. This session's been recorded. You can just have a little look into it. Brexit.
Brexit news,
Yeah, Brexit news. That's it.
and it's come out that they're still trying to agree terms, which is bad.
Yeah. There were comments made this morning that they may still walk away from this with having agreed no deal, and that is bad for the pound, and that's why the pound is bearish today. So we have just been shorting the pound dollar and the pound yen today. It's not been a simple case of just buying the dip.
Right, you may definitely get down on that.
Right, let's see. This is seeing some movement. Pound yen is going, isn't it? Pound yen is trying. It's testing that 76.4. It's reacted off there, but it hasn't reacted much. It's just gone and retested where it broke out from, up to about 50, and that's back down to 30. So, and pound dollar's made a little nudge down, broken the previous low, taken out previous structure from yesterday's candle. It's a bearish engulfing candle. Well, not bearish engulfing. It's not a bearish engulfing because today's high was lower than yesterday's high, but it's taken out yesterday's low, so it's looking good for a trend change, sentiment change. Now the only thing that will make pounds rally will be fundamentals. So they are currently negotiating Brexit. If they come away with a deal, then the pound will rally and we'll see new highs, without question. But comments were made this morning and that's why it's dropped. So I know that I've been saying over the last 3-4 weeks, buy the dip. Just keep buying the dip on the pound pairs because it's bullish. Today's not that day. We don't buy the dip, and plus it's all made new highs and all tested the highs and key areas. Technically it's perfect. Fundamentally we've got the catalyst that we needed to ignite the fire to sell it all off. So that's why you need to look at fundamentals. If anyone's trading a pound on any pound pairs, you asking about pound Swiss yesterday. Pound Swiss pretty dead as a pair, to be fair. It just moves in line with other pound pairs, but that's not where all the action's been. Pound yen's been giving up a lot of action, and pound Aussie, pound CAD, pound dollar. There's been other pairs that have been moving far sweeter. So remember you asked about that, and I thought, did I actually pull up that chart? I did after. I don't know if I did it during, but I did say that obviously pound was bullish, so we were looking at going long with it. So, and then I took a look at that chart. It was pointing down. I was like, well, that's messy. It was a mess. I didn't see anything trending on it. It was just, yeah. I don't think you could have picked the best or the worst pound pair. But then, because trading is subjective, I don't know what you were looking at or looking for. You could have been looking at it on a 5-minute chart or 15-minute chart looking for 10 pips. I don't know, really. So when people ask questions, make it more specific to yourself and say, well, look, this is what I would like. I'm thinking I might look to make 20 pips on this move, for example. If you haven't even thought that far ahead, that's where maybe you need to start in terms of a trade plan strategy, back testing. So go through charts and think, okay, what sort of trader am I? I like taking 20, 30 pips on a trade, on a move. I'll be happy with that each day. Okay, so start looking for setups that give you that. Because, when someone asks me a question, what do you think about this pair? I feel like saying, well, I think it's going to do a left, then it's going to do a handbrake turn and drift for about 5 hours, and then it's going to go to the shops, stop for a cup of coffee on the way, come back and go home. And, it's like, makes no sense, but it's just, ask a silly question, give you a silly answer. I don't mean to be, I wouldn't do that, but my point, I wouldn't do that because I think it's rude. But, thinking it and saying it, two different things. My point being that when you ask a question, try and provide some context, a bit more context. I know you're asking because you perhaps haven't got the experience, but what I would urge you to do is go with your gut instinct. you're obviously looking at this currency pair for a reason. So what is that reason? So be sure to include that reason. So when someone asks, what do you think to gold? My immediate thought is, well, what do you think to gold? And you could say, well, because I'm thinking of taking it short. And then I'll be like, okay, go on. And then, expand on that. And you say, well, I might be looking to take it short down to, I don't know, 1800s. So what are your thoughts? You know what I mean? To provide a bit more. So then we can have a conversation about it. And I think people will benefit from that as well. And it encourages you to do it for yourself as well, which is really important. You'll see it on Instagram and social media. You always see where people say, teach a man to fish, etc., etc. Well, that's what you need, isn't it? So that's where I'm coming from. If I do sound a bit condescending or patronising, I apologise. It's not that. I'd like to be a bit hard on people sometimes because, well, just it's good that you think for yourself. And if you were my son, for example, then maybe I'd cut you some slack. But if you're an adult, I think, well, no, you need to be. I know we live in a world where society is always giving us instant gratification, but not here. Not in this game. That won't work. So, yeah, I need you to be a bit more. So if I'm a little bit harder with you, like Daniel-san and Sensei, and wax on, wax off, and, we approach things with a little bit of that sort of attitude, and don't take offence. I'm trying to encourage you. I'm trying to push you out of your comfort zone. And I know that you will feel very much out of your comfort zone. So don't worry about it. There's no right or wrong answer here at all. You're not going to be made to look a fool. You can't. Because trading is subjective. You might say, well, I'm thinking of going long. And I might be thinking, well, why are you thinking of doing that? And then it goes long. And so, well, I was only looking for 10 pips and it hit my target. I'm like, wow, well done. So there is no right or wrong play, really, with trading. And nobody's competing against anybody, which is also a great thing. So we're all in it for the same reason, looking to make some money out of it, maybe some life-changing opportunity. So yeah, don't worry about it. I hope it don't scare you off. But I hope you get something out of it, even if it's just you learn one little thing from what we do each day, a little nugget of information that you can take away and say, you know what, actually that stuck with me. Because we'll talk and talk and talk, and I'm sure that it's a lot of talking. Well, I'm not sure, I'm positive it's a lot of talking I do. There's a lot that is going on, and I'd like to tell you about everything, but I don't expect you to retain most of it. But if you can come away with little bits and pieces that resonate with you and think, actually, yeah, that makes sense, it's like a light bulb moment, then great. And best of all, it's free. Although you can buy me a beer maybe once in a while when I come to see you wherever you are in your part of the world. I'll make a pilgrimage.
Come see the Rocky Mountains again.
Yeah, Rocky Mountains of Canada, because I've been to Toronto and surrounding suburbs like Hamilton. That's about it, really. I've been there a couple of times. Got friends there. Yeah.
I live like 2.5 hours away. I grew up I can see the Rocky Mountains.
Take a photo. Send us a pic. Post a pic into our chat group. Yeah, send me a pic to our chat group. Say, look, this is my morning view. I love seeing stuff like that. It's inspirational. If everyone did that and took photos of where they live, especially if there's something pretty or something that they're particularly, if you're particularly fond of something, certain, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Because I tell you, I have withdrawal symptoms from having not really ventured out anywhere beyond my local area for pretty much the majority of this year. It's been quite. It's yeah. I mean, I'm coming from somewhere where I'm a traveller. I like to travel and explore and go and live in other countries and then to suddenly not be able to do that, it's quite restrictive. So I feel it a little bit. But I've got a family as well, so you can't just drag kids out of school and say, right, we're off, and then plus who wants to go and sit in a tube of an aeroplane and fly when you're surrounded by sick people, for example? You know, it's just that's taking unnecessary risk. Whether you believe it or you don't believe it, and all the rest of it, it's just let's just be patient, allow time to heal things, and let the dust settle. Then we'll take it from there. But yeah, so I think pictures have been invaluable, really.
Probably get a bigger picture once it out. It's like 6:26 in the morning for me.
Oh, nice.
That's what I'm looking at on my basement now.
Are they your decorations?
Well, the wife put them up, but yeah.
Okay, cool. He's like, oh, I don't know, should I say I put them up?
There's about probably at least a foot of snow up there.
Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Proper Christmas theme going on.
I mean, this year's been warm, like super warm. Like, usually by this time of year we have at least 2.5, 3 feet of snow, and it's minus 36. I mean, it's been fairly mild. Like it was only like -1 yesterday.
So, can't be that warm though, can it? Really? When you have snow, you wouldn't have any snow otherwise. Yeah, just been chatting with the live group, asking for pics of anything local that may be worth
Yeah, even right now.
worth sharing. We can't go out, can we? Actually, lockdown has finished today. Lockdown has finished officially in the UK today, but still we have local restrictions. Haven't been out. Haven't been away for the entire year. So any pics of abroad, local to you? Be nice to see. Just something to do, isn't it? Kill some time. So yeah, by all means. When I was in Kenya, Nairobi, and you see different pastel coloured shades of browns and different shades of browns, because there's a lot of sort of very dusty in certain parts, and you had like some very rich areas, and then you had some slum areas, and it was very eye opening. And then you go out into the middle of nowhere. We were setting up this. We were doing a project out there, and had some friends out there doing some stuff, and it was interesting, and it just, the wildlife and the birds in the morning at like 5 o'clock, and the air, it was crisp, and certain things about it was pretty inspirational. And then when you go to places like in Asia, you've got a lot of technology, a lot of built up areas with modern skyscrapers. You see what they've done in Singapore with that hotel where it has a garden on the top, and I forget what they call that. Some amazing sights, and yeah, when you travel, you get to see it. You're quite lucky. I've been quite lucky in that respect. What's gold doing here? It's undecided. Australia's another one, and New Zealand. They're good places to go and explore. The Polynesian islands, like places like Fiji, they're quite nice. You get a lot of New Zealand Kiwis go there for their holidays, and then you have places in the Indian Ocean, places like Mauritius, very similar. Bali, Indonesia, Thailand. They're good places to explore. It depends what you want. I haven't done much. I haven't done much in terms of going to places like Moscow, you know, Eastern Europe. I haven't really explored it for sort of the city life, city culture. One city that I do like is Barcelona because it has a beach. It's just a cool place. Cool place, cool people. It's good. But yeah,
Like following Brexit, would you expect whatever price or whatever direction price is kind of starting out at? Would you kind of have the expectation that price would more or less continue in that direction? Does that make sense?
yeah. On what though? On the pounds?
Like yeah, pound US dollar. Like if like I really have no idea what Brexit even is. Like not even the slightest.
So Brexit is that England were tied in with Europe, with the rest of Europe. So member countries, a bit like being part of the G7, you know, or NATO or some other organisation. It just made everything a bit easier. Europe had the euro, and England kept the pound, kept their own currency, which was just one stipulation. That was all.
But it's not just like one meeting on one day. It's
No, it's been going on. It's been going on for 4 years. It's been going on for a long time.
about to be
Well, in England, they had a vote, they had a referendum, so they had a vote, and they put it to the general public, and they said, "Do you want to stay in the UK? Do you want to stay in Europe, or do you want to leave Europe?" And so it was a close vote. Something like 51 said leave, 49% said stay. So that's just messed everything up, and so that's why it's taken 4 years, and it's ongoing. It's just a mess. But we're talking about trade deals. We're talking about being able to import and export products, and just stuff is just so much easier when you're part of something, and doing deals with the other member countries like Italy, France, Germany. Germany being the biggest economy in Europe. And so, if you're doing deals with them and you want to buy and sell bits and pieces, like you want to buy some, like a BMW or a Mercedes, a German product, or they want to ship it over to the UK, then certain things like taxes and certain fees are less because you're part of this, you're a member of this organisation, if you like. And also, we would contribute towards, we would just contribute, pay money each year to be part of the EU, and so you're putting the money in the pot. But then when you come out, it's like, right, now we have to renegotiate on so many levels. You imagine all these deals that are in place are no longer valid. Terrible. Okay, but it's starting to go, it's starting to break down. Are we going to break? Pound yen's trying to break. It's trying, but it's not doing it. So yeah, that's what Brexit is at the moment. It's a big deal, and it will affect the pound. If they can, yeah. Look over the last 4 years. Look historically over the last 4 years since Brexit, the pound has been hammered. The pound got hammered against all currencies. It weakened. If you're going to start messing with your economy, and doing something like that, that's going to affect certain arrangements that you have with your neighbouring countries. Of course, it's going to affect your currency as well, isn't it? It goes without saying. Again, trading is common sense to a certain degree. There's a certain amount of common sense. So that's where we're at with it. Going to drop. Give us a spike down, pounds. Just thinking about it. Just thinking about it. What's the time? 1:35. So yeah, it's about just understanding that. You don't need to understand the fundamentals in any great detail. You don't need to be an analyst or have a degree, but you do need to grasp what's going on and how it's. Yeah, here we go. It's starting to get some movement, traction. And drop. Give us a proper drop, is it? Oh, it's a mess though, isn't it? It is a mess. Here we go. Here we go. Pound is trying to go. Pound is dropping. It's giving us more movement to the downside. Excellent. This is what I want to see. It's trying to. Come on, go, 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 go. Short in pounds. Come on. Let's see it move. No? Yeah. Well, it looked good, but again, you know, how far down are we going to get? I think it'd be nice to see 133 tested. Or somewhere down at 133 for 10-20 pips, that would be good. Just yeah, come on, we're giving it a chance, and we're looking for this break to happen. Can it just give us a bit of a kick to the downside? No. There's really not enough movement, is there, at the moment? It's very sticky. It has, to be fair, given some good moves already. Pound has already given us some bearish price action. Oh, here we go. It's trying. That's good. Someone needs to just oil up, grease the wheels a little bit, just to let these move, and just see a bit of a spike down. Okay, I've taken some profit off that pound. I just did pound dollar. That was it. I couldn't. Just some little scalps. That's all I've been doing today. Just as it comes down to retest the previous low, which is 15.8. So we've got some support there. If we can tear on down through this 15, because we did dip below it and then we've come back up and now we're retesting it, then I'll be more inclined to go with that. Gold is now range bound, and that's just tearing on down as well. That's amazing. Wow, stuff is moving today. Got some good setups. "21 minutes to the close of the hour." Okay, let's see what it does here. Will we see 139 again on pound yen, and will we see 133 again on the pound dollar? That's what we're looking at now, as speculating on. Will they go and challenge these lows, or will it just mess about? What do you guys think? Will we see that little bit of a nudge down, or will it just get stuck?
I think if GJ breaks that 140 quarter point, it's go at 142.5 quarter point, which is the previous high from end of August.
Where's that level? Sorry.
The 140 level.
That's
a couple
Yeah, that's up there though, isn't it? It's failed today, so we're 100
Looking at
100 pips away, aren't we? But pound yen, you say?
yeah.
Yeah, I've no interest in taking it up there at the moment. I'm looking at it to come down. I think with what they said, what we've been talking about really with Brexit, unless they come out with a deal, then yeah, I think it'll get broken. 100% it'll get broken. If they come up with a deal, then we'll see 135 tested on a pound dollar. We'll see 140 tested on pound yen on Gepi. They call it Gepi. But otherwise, like today at least, we are just looking at targeting the lows and retesting yesterday's lows, and you can see the way it's just little by little just dropping. Not really enough to warrant jumping on it and chasing the price down, but certainly has been producing some good setups for little scalp trades, a few quid here and there. But yeah, I think we are bracing ourselves for what comes next with Brexit. Again, it's just Brexit. Just got to keep your tweets open and keep one ear open, and yeah, trade what you see and not necessarily what you hear from other traders.
Yeah, man, that's like the biggest slot my trading success. Not that I'm wildly successful or anything, but
Well, you seem to be all right though. You seem to be doing okay. You seem to be comfortable with what you're doing from what you've been
yeah,
sharing.
man.
And
I think the last like 3 weeks have been crazy because prior to 3 weeks ago, I would look at myself, my knowledge, my approach like 3 weeks ago. I was like, what are you doing? Like I can't believe the trades I was taking. You know, like the expectations I had were just completely unrealistic.
I think I think that's good though, isn't it? So things just click. I think you start joining a community, talking to other traders, and getting the little nuggets of information here and there, and maybe throwing it into the mix, throwing it into what you're doing, and maybe it's
Yeah,
helping.
I don't know.
Oh, look at that.
I firmly believe that no one can perfectly copy someone else's strategy and be successful. Because for the same reason that I'm different than you, like we're everyone's different in every single way. Like no two humans think the same way, and for whatever reason, I think that Forex is somehow plays on that. You know, like I can't take your strategy and use it. I just physically can't.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
whatever reason. Like I can take influence, I can take stuff that but in the end it's my strategy, if that makes sense.
yeah. No, of course, yeah. Each to their own. You have to find what works for you. Not necessarily copy somebody if it doesn't work. Yeah.
Because I've been like I'm in this other group too that I paid money to be in, and it's just poison. Like I'll listen, I'll see screenshots of like awesome profits and whatever, and I'll do my math like how did that trade, and then fast forward and someone straight up says ever, or this is my bias, and I'll blindly agree with them, take the trade, and utterly fail even though I disagree with it. It's like, why would they do that? And then since I've been adopting chip trades, like
Ooh.
no one, like I'm doing what I see, man. Since I started trading what I see,
Yeah.
even if it's against what people are saying,
Yeah.
I've been right most of the time.
Yeah.
It's like a revelation.
It's a revelation. That's all right. We're all going to go along the waterfront here in Germany. Is that now? Is that today?
Yeah, that's cool. I like that picture.
That's the sunshine now, is it? That's nice. Ooh, look at gold. Gold is trying to have a go. Gold has pushed up nicely. Divergence in play. Breaking back down and confirming short potential. Confirming short bias. Confirming short bias. So looking looking for 1800. I think it's got to be the play on this. Let's see. Now 2-1. Yeah, it's just.
Gold stuff here too.
Oh yeah, that's really good. Let's get. I'll tell you. Let's get that on there and that on there. Yeah, see that? That's just torn down through, and it's just really nice. Let's pop that on the high time frames. Let's have a look at this gold. Let's move this out of the way. Someone's asking about gold over there. Hope you found today useful. Hope you've all found today beneficial. I'm probably going to finish early. I think, you know, upload shorter. Wow, look at that for a move. Upload shorter sort of sessions where you can scroll through it quickly and get an idea of what's what. It's a double bottom on the quick, nice retest. Double bottom on gold. It's trying to drop though, isn't it? It's trying to break. And pound's giving up some points here as well. Pretty much done what we said it would do, what we were looking for. Wow. Do you know what? I think I'm done with all this at the moment now. I'm done with it. I've done enough today. I think. Yeah, we've got over 0.3. It's not bad. It was all right. It was scraps. It's good. We're going to keep an eye on pound pairs. Pound pairs are putting in proper movement to the downside. Gold is actually having a good old stab to the downside. If you look at this movement across the board, it's all just very nice, very nice. Take some profit off all of that if you can, and yeah, you can't ask for better than that, really, can you? Absolutely fantastic.
Like 7 or 8 pips from hitting my stop loss in that pullback, but
Yep.
again now it's like 45 to 75.
Yeah, there's good extension down to 13, so it will bounce off this area with some divergence maybe. If we can break on down through, then we can get down to 1800, and then let's see bigger picture. Actually, let's plot some bigger picture now. I'm surprised I haven't done it yet. Oh no, I did do it, didn't I? I did do it. I did it here on this one. There we go. So you see this hour candle, we went up and we've just done a really nice bearish engulfing candle here, reversal on the 1 hour. That speaks volumes. That's a powerful kick to the downside. I like that. So we're looking at 1806 reversal down to 1806. So we're going to shorten gold down to 1806. I think that's going to be a first target. Are we going to get a little bit of a pullback here, or is it just going to keep going?
It's funny. I have my target at 1805.
That's all right then, isn't it?
Put that there when I first.
That's really good. Let's get some movement down then. Let's go. I'll take some profit off that. Good. Gold shorts now. It's going well. It's going good. Yeah. Gold shorts. Nice little reversal. It's been a good day. Really good day for trades, for movement. 1806. Yeah, look at the hourly candle for gold, bearish, engulfing, kicking it down sweetly.
Yeah, man, gold moves so fast.
It does, yes. It's very nice. It's been very nice. Very, very good. And pound pairs, I mean, jeez, pound pairs.
Last time I looked, I was like 7 pips
Yeah, that's really good. Let's have a look at this bigger picture as well. That's taking out the lows. That's quite good. So yeah, bit of bearish price action, bit of a kick up now. So we're gonna expect price to go back up to about 16 maybe, and then see what happens after that. How many minutes do we have? Oh, we've got 9 minutes to the close of this hour, and we're seeing some extension levels on pound as well. Pound.
US 30's been doing like nothing yesterday.
Well, it's done some. It has done some stuff, but you know, it's just done some stuff. It's all right. It's good.
Pissing around, is that what we call it?
Yeah, pissing around is okay. I'm just going to mute my mic and just follow what's going on with these markets and see if we can grab some more money out of the shorts on the pound here, which is just near enough done. But also gold, we're looking for 06 or so. Maybe take some off at 10 and 6. That would be absolutely fantastic if we can get that. Oh, fucked for the day. I'm done. Okay. I think that's wise. Yeah. Anyway, good. I'll leave it there. I think good day everyone. Oh, Brad, hello. I was just gonna say, I might stick it. I'll mute my mic and just stick around for a little bit and leave it at that. But we're just, yeah, we've done some money short on gold, and we're just looking for gold to maybe tap 1810, maybe even get down to 1806, 1800. That would be good. And also just watching the pound pairs as they've been shorting and giving us some breadcrumbs to the downside. That's been quite nice as well. So we've just tapped 133 on pound. Wow, pound yen's doing a number as well. That's good. Absolutely fantastic. So yeah, we hey mate, we might get about 0.4, 0.5%. Maybe if we could bag 0.5% today, I'd be delighted. If gold drops, we might make a bit what we need. But pound pairs have been good today. So you see, US traders came in, they looked at fundamentals, they said pound, Brexit, you know, there's not anything good happening there at the moment. They're still negotiating, so they've been dropping the price. But you know that can change on a flick of a dime. So I hope you've had a good productive day, and hope this video finds you well. I think I will leave it there, to be fair, and I'll upload this video, that way people can benefit from it. I think that's better. It's good to go over what we've covered today, because we've covered some good bits and pieces and reasons why we've shorted the pound. And I mean, I've been sharing it all day, and all anyone has to do is just have a look and go over stuff, and they'll see what we've been talking about. So you don't have to then come in and ask the same questions, because the questions are being asked, and I think we've repeated it a few times. So yeah, should be able to get an idea what we're on about. But yeah, there you go. All right, have a good one.
Later, man.
Thanks, guys.
No.
I mean, you're all by all means, guys. You can just share your own charts and stay in the group here. I was just stopping my sharing and just coming out, but it's up to you. Up to you guys. Live session has been sharing key info and just yeah, unsure who everyone is. Unsure also why we do these live sessions if hardly anyone jumps on them. You know, just gold and GBP bears today. You know, it's been decent. Ah, I thought you were done. Thought you were done for today. Yeah, awkward. That's annoying. What do I give back here? Do I give back anything from these fucking retarded price action? Don't trade if you can't give your attention to it. Yeah, quite difficult. Yeah, need laser focus. Need laser focus, which need laser focus when trading. Yeah, the we have broken support, which has been explained. 1818. Don't just assume it would bounce there and stay long. You know. 33. Strategy has also been shared in our signals group. Which is in play. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. We're looking for down. Nice. Looking for maybe one more drop on gold, which may give some profit. 1810, 1806, 1800. 1813 is support. Good. Let's leave it at that. Where's this? Here, here, and here, and here, and here. Yeah, good fun. Done for today, guys. I was just reading these messages. Prison Mike, you do any meditation? Yeah, meditation's important when you're trading. Staying calm and focused. Eat some breakfast, pull you up on the TV. Okay, cool. Yeah. Nice. Have a good day, everyone. I'm going to upload this video.